Of a trade federation, I might add. This is where Chancellor Valorum's strength will disappear.
Like we saw with the Dominion War Chronicles, in order to really understand the true depth of an event, you have to understand its genesis. When I analyze the films and television series of Star Wars, and for the most part that's all I'll be looking at, what strikes me is the decay of the Galactic Republic. Certainly the machinations of the Sith was the straw that broke the camel's back, but it had already started its long way to destruction. Put simply, democracy is something that is always strived for by the denizens, but constantly fails in the Star Wars universe. As the Galactic Republic continued to spread across the galaxy, more and more hierarchical class structures began to form, creating those with and those without. The inner core would generally continue to share wealth and prosperity, while the further out you go, the harder things would get. From everything I can tell, it appears that the Galactic Republic was either not federalized and had no real central authority, or had a very weak principal government. With so many planets and independent governments, the Galactic Republic is unable to ensure that everyone plays nice, requiring them to figure it out among each other. The Republic effectively created laws that everyone was supposed to follow, but somehow these would be unequal across the Republic. As an example, taxation laws are created that effectively allow military action against those who are unable to pay. When these types of issues were brought to the Senate, it would be discussed and simply relegated to secondary committees. However, these issues in galactic politics are perhaps not the worst and most concerning part of the universe during this era.
Master Yoda, do you think it will really come to war?
The dark side clouds everything. Impossible to see. The future is.
The state of the Jedi Order is the most worrisome in the entire affair. They are, effectively, an autonomous arm of the Galactic Republic. The Jedi Order, which keeps its own council and laws and claims to be an organization that is dedicated to its own ideals, tells the Chancellor that if the Republic was ever to fracture, they couldn't assist it effectively. They were peacekeepers, not soldiers.
If they do break away,
I will not let this republic that has stood for 1,000 years be split in two. My negotiations will not fail.
if they do, you must realize there aren't enough Jedi to protect the Republic. We're keepers of the peace, not soldiers.
Beyond the irony in that statement, the Jedi Order never considers the fact that they are still going to be working within the same galaxy they had before if this split happens, now just with two superpowers versus one. They don't, or shouldn't at least, have an allegiance to the Republic, but to all life forms. They should just advise that they'll help any way they can, and should the negotiations go south, the Order sets up an outpost with the Confederacy as well as with the Republic. All of this is ultimately a Galactic Republic affair, and they'll try to stop the fighting without taking sides if they can, but they're not going to be pulled into it. Instead, they're all Team Galactic Republic and advise that they can't police the Republic if it breaks in two.
Master Jedi, may I suggest the Senator be placed under the protection of your graces? I realize all too well that additional security might be disruptive for you, but perhaps someone you're familiar with. An old friend like Master Kenobi.
That's possible. He's just returned from a border dispute on Ancion.
Do it for me, milady, please. The thought of losing you is unbearable.
I will have Obi-Wan report to you immediately, my lady.
Hell, in the exact same meeting where they discuss not being able to help the Separatists, the Chancellor all but gives an order and assigns a Jedi to protect Padme that had nearly been killed right on Coruscant. He even handpicks the Jedi, Kenobi. The universe under the Galactic Republic is certainly dysfunctional. I suppose the question really becomes, why did the Galactic Republic not just allow the Separatists to leave? Why would they commit to civil war? Certainly the Republic would be weaker, but they aren't taking care of the Outer Rim anyway. Honestly, all of this is more a hassle for them than anything else. In the end, I honestly think it comes down to ideology and ego more than anything. the idea of the Galactic Republic versus the reality of it. We need look no further than the movie Star Wars: The Phantom Menace.
Yes, sir.
Tell them we wish to board at once.
With all due respect, the ambassadors for the Supreme Chancellor wish to board immediately.
Yes, of course. As you know, our blockade is perfectly legal, and we'd be happy to receive the ambassadors.
In this movie, the aforementioned taxation laws result in the planet of Naboo being blockaded. Chancellor Valorum dispatches 2 Jedi to ensure the blockade ends.
Captain, look!
The Trade Federation straight up murders the people on the ship that were escorting the Jedi, and then attempt to murder the Jedi themselves. When everyone gets away and they all return to the Senate on Coruscant, apparently the word of 2 Jedi isn't good enough and they need a committee. Again, the murder of the 2 officers is never mentioned nor any recompense exacted. And apparently, the Jedi Order served the Galactic Republic, but the Republic doesn't believe the Jedi Order. All of this belies a lot of red flags. However, if you believe that the Galactic Republic is a great and mighty organization that wishes only the best for everyone, and though it may stumble here and there, you really don't need to throw the baby out with the bathwater. It's fine in the end. If you believe that, then you might be able to explain away all of this, or at least believe it's an exception to the rule. It all comes down to, well, hubris. Hubris is why all of this is happening. The Jedi Council's hubris in not realizing that they have become too attached to the Galactic Republic and thus, through the Republic, can be destroyed. The Republic's hubris for not being able to see the corruption within their own ranks and just allow individual states to take advantage of others. And the citizens' hubris for not really paying attention. The Galactic Republic and Jedi had stood for generations, and during that time, they relied on strong men and women to prop them up from before. I would even argue that a lot of the men and women we see now are really strong, but unfortunately, they weren't able to see the systemic issues within their own organization, which would lead to dire consequences. Stay tuned as we analyze the beginning of the Clone Wars.